The poll is concluded on my Twitter. The people have spoken. I gave the option to get a tour of my man cave or have me make a video talking about NFL free agency. So let's get started on NFL free agency. Okay, listen. The Houston Texans traded. Okay, now we're going to do the man cave. And as you know from my video that you've all watched, you know how to get into this safety lock. All right? In, turn, up, turn, boom. All right, here we go. Welcome to the Archfiend man cave. There's no real clever name. This is my domain. This is, of course, my parents' basement. This is where I live. Just go along with that. First thing you're greeted by is this beautiful, 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 beautiful blanket, which has some sort of Roman numerals on it. I don't know what this is for. It has something to do with a Super Bowl, a large bowl of some sort, and helmets that have wings on them. If anyone knows what this symbolizes, maybe someone in like the Dallas area or whatever, could they tell me what this means? Anyway. So first off, we have the fine collection of movies and stuff. I'm sorry, there's like random crap. This is still being assembled down here. I'm still trying to make this perfect. Assemblage, is that a word? An ensemble of movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS tapes. Yes, VHS tapes, like the classic, original, unaltered Star Wars trilogy. The only three that are really worth watching and spending your time on. Of course, not to be overshadowed by the infamous Disney Sucks picture taken on Nitro at Six Flags Great Adventure. It just breaks my heart that company's losing so much money without people going to the park right now. I just wanted to mention that. Six Flags is such a good company. It breaks my heart. Anyway. You may remember some of this stuff from my previous videos, like in the background, like the Beavis and Butthead and the South Park figures, the Mike Tyson in the jail outfit, and just random whatchamacallits. Look at that wrestling DVD collection. Oh my God. Look at that wrestling VHS collection. Oh my God. Oh my God, Archfiend, you're so cool. Wrestling was so 1999. It was, and AEW's making a comeback, man. I mean, wrestling's making a comeback because of AEW. Anyway, some old cassette tapes and CDs. When people bought CDs, you burn your own music nowadays. This is the main TV setup here. I'm in the middle of playing a little Final Fantasy 13 because I'm bored. I'm stuck at home. I'm bored. And I just got done setting up the sound system. There's the 3 speakers on the wall. Now, getting the surround sound speakers, which are nya and nya, was quite a difficult venture. Let me just show you what I had to do. First, we have to go into the non-finished part of the basement where the pool table is, but that's currently compromised by a bunch of kids' toys and stuff and assembling crap for Easter and whatnot. Okay, I had to run the speaker wire line down this narrow corridor here. Sorry, I should have turned the light on or something. Oh, I can't turn the light on while it's shooting. Anyway, can I? Nope. Okay. Trust me, this is narrow, and I'll show you from a different vantage point over here of going through just an endless stream of cobwebs back here, snaking around the back to get over to here. Okay, you can get kind of a better example here. This is where the freaking power, the circuit box is. Okay, I'm 6'2". This is me trying to reach to the, seriously, look at this. It's like a hole up in the top of the wall. Let me get that switch, that blue, honey. Hold on. I'm struggling to reach. I'm 6'2". Anyways, this shows you how narrow of a corridor I had to navigate down nya to run the wires down and get them up to nya. Holy bejeezers. Anyway, pain in the ass, but when you have a man cave, you make sacrifices in life, and running through 5,000 cobwebs was apparently that sacrifice I was going to make. no spectacular super duper equipment to show off. I mean, just the PS Triple. I don't even have a PS Quattro because the kid came along and that kind of just like sucked my video game life out of me for getting new shit. Sound system, I have my old Bandpass subwoofer box with a pair of 500 watt Thunder Pros in there. I used to have that in my car, and I used to have my system bumping, as they say in the 1990s. A lot of times this knocks over my Dance Dance Revolution collection, which, oh, look at that. It's going on the Xbox right now. I have multiple televisions set up here for multiple video games so that people can play more than one video game system at once here. I have the Xbox. I have the, what did I call this? Oh, look what's in there! Holy shit, that wasn't even planned. Hack Attack is in the FC Mobile too. Holy shit, but that can be hooked up to the TV to play Nintendo games. PS Doubler down there. 2 Sega Genesis, why? I don't know. A PS1. So I have them all hooked up. I have like these little switchers that hook up to the TVs. Like nya and nya to switch between things. The pain in the butt getting it all set up, but once it's done, it's done. So, you're set. And a couple of rehabbed DDR pads. Plasma television that I'm going to do something with. Just don't know what yet. Just got to get that set up. And yeah, like I said, it's still a work in progress. A couple of new DDR pads in the packages there. Yeah, I played DDR. What of it? Bring it. I will step you into the ground. A little media center over here with a television with Mr. Sparkle. And a external CD, DVD burner, which is made for making totally legal copies of anything that you want. Over here, we have a little media center. Now, my kid grabs these, and he goes, "Daddy, read this. Read this." It's not a book, son. This is something called a VHS tape. This is what Daddy grew up on. So we have a whole Disney collection hooked up to another television under... What is this? Oh, my gosh. What is this? Anyways, there's another television under here with a DVD VHS player. So if the kid wants to watch a Disney film or something while Daddy's playing Final Fantasy 13 or schooling everyone on the block in DDR, got to do what I got to do. And let's see, what else do we have down here? Anyways, that's that. But this shit is like completely obsolete because we have Disney Plus now. So just bye-bye VHS tapes. Just some stuff on the wall. I originally had got these 2 posters for my father for Christmas one year, but he has since passed away, so they've been reclaimed and put in my man cave. Rest in peace, Dad. One of my favorite series of all time, and my father's for that matter, was the James Bond series. And this is a collection of the James Bond films. Yet, do you notice what film is missing on this? Well, besides the ones that came out after Quantum of Solace, obviously. What film is missing? Do you see Never Say Never Again here? These all go in chronological order, so... Uh-oh. Never Say Never Again. It's not here. Why is that? Do a little research and find out why, because that's, I think, one of the better James Bond films. Sean Connery came back to play James Bond in that film. Michelle Pfeiffer was in it as well. And anyways, look it up. The best Bond film of all time is Goldfinger. Any self-respecting James Bond fan will tell you that. My father would tell you that. I would tell you that. That is the shit. Anyways. And what else do we have here? Just some Eagles stuff. Just something that, that second time that the Eagles played the Patriots in the Super Bowl, I just got a little something to commemorate that. My wife got me this one year for, I forget, it was my Father's Day, birthday, whatever. It's a collection of around the world and America. Sorry for the glare, or the reflection, I should say. Different headlines of the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. It's a little cool piece to see how it was celebrated around the world. All the finally doing it, and yeah, there you go. Over here we have a collection of some ticket stubs of games that I've been to. Like, let's pull out a couple here. Like, uh-oh, what's that say? Censored, Washington Bullets. How much did a game to see the Washington Bullets cost? $12. $12 to see the Sixers play the Bullets in 1997. And let me see here. Where's okay, here's one. Here's a real old one. 1992 Phillies playing the Chicago Cubs. I know it's the Cubs because they didn't have interleague play back in 92. That will cost you $4 to sit in the yellow section. Yellow section was upper deck. Green tickets like this are general admission, which would say on the bottom of one that has the... There we go. General admission. You bought these tickets at Veterans Stadium and you sit anywhere above the middle, whatever, the upper deck, the section where everyone gets beat up and guys bang their girlfriends and stuff like that. Anyways, look at this. It cost more to see the Mets than the Red Sox. I thought that was kind of unique. What else? We got some movies. Oh, Harry Potter. Beavis and Butthead Do America WrestleMania. That's where I got the chair that I showed you in the other day. I went to WrestleMania. That's Little Miss Sunshine, Private Parts. What else do we have? Armageddon Part 2. That's actually just Armageddon Part 1. Philadelphia Phantoms. Nnamdi Asamoah. That's hysterical that he got his face on the cover of a season ticket. Spam-A-Lot. Yeah, okay. This is losing very interesting value right now. Anyway, I got some posters from old video game stuff, just old Genesis games and shit like that. So that's the whole gaming section, a little Eagle section, a little memorabilia memory section, just a little something to look back, just like, little interesting things to come down here and see and be like, oh, wow, I remember when it cost $4 to go in and, see guys smoke pot and drink beer in the upper deck and vomit over the top of the stadium at Veterans Stadium. That's the WrestleMania chair, and I sat ringside. Now it was row 6. It's row 6. The first, I think it was like 8 to 10 rows were considered ringside, so you got to take your chairs home. I was in row 6. That is an actual autographed picture of Bam Bam Bigelow and Doink the Clown, brah, making kids cry, brah. Some other Eagles miscellaneous stuff. These are some news articles that I've been in that people actually took the time, reporters, to write about me. And there's a still shot. This is literature, campaign literature that's passed out. And there I am right there on the actual campaign literature because I was one of the coordinators on Homeboy's campaign right here. Skip Semino, represent. He lost. Anyway, over here we have just like a little workout section now that I'm stuck inside. The most important workout piece is this. You sit on it and you spin. My son obviously didn't clean that up. But I haven't been able to go to the gym, obviously, because my gym has been closed down. And why not have another television down here? Because, when my wife does her Pio thing, she needs that. A little DVD player under there. And another access door to the spiderweb domain. Like, they really made this a pain in the ass, the previous owners, when they finished off this basement. I wish they would have put a full-size door somewhere, especially over there by the circuit panel. And I've been actually having to come down here to work out and just do my best without having access to gym equipment. I mean, it's like time to get in shape for the summer, and that shit just ain't happening this year. There's New Dog's Cave of Love. He likes having like a top to cover where he lives, so he lives under there. Kids' toys, some of which live in here. The rest of his toys live over nya. So he kind of gets this whole section, which is what you tell the kid yourself. But as a parent, you'll know all his stuff ends up over there, ends up over here, ends up there on the ceiling. It's just a madhouse. Anyways, so that's the big grand tour of Archfiend's man cave. Oh, that's locked. That just has future Christmas presents for the kid under there. So yeah, little finished basement. Nothing impressive in here, just the rest of the unfinished basement and a lot of junk that goes all the way down. Nya. So there we go. live the dream, become a YouTube millionaire like me, and you too can have a man cave all of your own and marry a wife that lets you live without working a job yourself. Right? That is all.